military retirement ceremonies offer family, friends, and colleagues and co-workers an opportunity to thank the retiring military member for their service and sacrifice. It pays tribute to the sacrifices and professional excellence that they have traditionally been keys to the greatness and at times the very survival of America. Today we honor Lieutenant Colonel Labbe.
I have worked with Lieutenant Colonel Labbe, who I like to call Doc Labbe, for about 2 years. And she has been our medical branch chief for the ARC Case Management Division. And she's an awesome person. She came to us and she really kind of got everything moving, shaking a little fast for us. But in the long run, it was the right thing.
We're a little bit sad that retirement day has come for her. She's been a breath of fresh air as compared to some of the folks that we've had in the past. She looks at things with a different lens.
Dr. Labbe came to us almost 2 years ago. Was a great addition to our team. We do amazing things for the Air Reserve component of the United States Air Force, about 180,000 people. So everyone that gets wounded, injured, or ill while they're on any kind of order, our job is to keep them on orders and then medically case manage them through the system, whether that's TRICARE, the VA, their civilian providers, whatever that is. She is the lead of the medical branch, which does all the medical things for those people. The number of changes and the things that we've done for the program has been awesome. This last year, we averaged 189 days for a MedCon tour, which was way less than what we used to. In fact, it saved the Air Force $29 million, which is spectacular. That's money that goes right back into Air Force operations and training for our reserve component members. So the contribution she's made in just under 2 years to our reserve component has been spectacular. The tweaks, the deep dive she's done into our program to make the process better, make it easier on our case managers and the people inside the program has also been phenomenal.
I started thinking about medicine when I was in my teenage years. I started out, I grew up in Central America, in El Salvador, and the year before my graduation, there was a really large earthquake. And so there's a lot of destruction in the city and a lot of injured people. And I started thinking, you know, I'd like to be able to help these people. And I thought medicine would be one way to do that. I didn't really have the means to go to college because I come from a large family and we don't have a lot of money. So I decided to join the Air Force because they offered the GI Bill. And that way I could get myself through college and kind of sort out which way to go. And I had the opportunity to train into medicine as a medic, and I was a nurse aide for a couple years, and I thought about nursing, but then I realized that really I felt a lot more comfortable with the idea of being a physician. But in medical school, I got a chance to work in surgery, and I loved just being able to fix everybody's problems. Because one thing about surgeons is most of the problems that come to us need surgery, and then you're better and you get to go home and, you know, return you as a patient, return you to your previous life and your previous abilities. And so you restore the person. And that was very fulfilling. Once I finished my residency, that was, you know, time to start working as a general surgeon in the military. That was the turning point. That was the time when I realized, you know what, being able to really help these people get back to their normal lives and fix their problems was really what I felt. It just came so natural. So somebody gave me a really good advice. They said, if you like everything, focus on what you don't like. because whatever it is that you hate will gnaw at you every day that you go to work for the next 20 or 30 or 40 years of your career. As I went along in medical school, one of the last rotations that I did was in general surgery. And when I did that, there was not one thing that I didn't like about it. I didn't mind working all night because I was there to take care of the people that needed me. And if they needed me at 2 in the morning, then I was there for them. When I actually got to my first full practice, we had a large population of women with breast cancer, all kinds of patients with colon cancer, thyroid cancers, different types that they come to the surgeon because they need that tumor removed, but we were able to do a lot more for them. We were able to connect them with the oncologists and the radiation oncologists and the interventional radiologists and all of the different specialties that they needed to get their whole care. And we were not only the surgeon, but also like their manager of all of the, putting out all the consults and making sure that they were getting all of the care that they needed. And so it was good because it was taking care of the whole patient, not just that lump, but just taking care of the whole person. And so that was very fulfilling. And so that's probably one of the areas that has been the best areas for me to work in. My crowning achievement would be graduating medical school and finishing a general surgery residency. I am the first person in my family that has actually completed medical school and the residency. I would say that my personal life has been ignored a little bit because I focus on other people a lot, and it's kind of a fault of my own. I tend to take care of everybody else first and myself last. And that goes for my family, my work, my patients. I'm constantly taking care of, I take care of my parents. It all comes around because they take care of me. And so anytime I need an advice, my mom's always there for me. Anytime, or my sisters, I get to celebrate in my nieces and my nephews' birthdays, and that gives me a lot of fulfillment to see them grow and be, healthy, and I help them get through whatever they need me for, and then they just give me the joy of seeing them grow up healthy and happy. If I had to summarize my whole life's work in a word, it would be service. Because ever since I was young, I've always found joy in taking care of others and spending my time and my efforts taking care of anybody that had a need. My personal inspiration is actually Mother Teresa. She was very selfless and found ways to take care of people with lots of love. And she just always had a positive attitude regardless of all of the different bad situations that she might encounter, and a lot of faith in God and a lot of love. I'm leaving my legacy to all of the troops that have worked for me, all of the medics that have worked with me, all of the nurses, other physicians, residents that I have taught, PA students have taught, my family, my nieces, my nephews. Just, I think that they all would get to learn something from my experiences, and hopefully that would help them through their life. The lessons that I have learned that I would pass along to future generations is that you got to believe in yourself. And that's really the most important thing, is to have self-confidence. A lot of times I didn't have confidence in my own abilities, and so I had to give myself pep talks. And that actually helped me get through tough times. If I didn't have somebody to give me a pep talk, I would give it to myself. And you got to believe that you can do things, because the opportunities are there. And if you're not out looking for the opportunities, and if you're not open to the opportunities, then you won't see them. And if you believe in yourself, then you'll take advantage of those opportunities, and then you'll get to, where you want to be. My family helps me realize my full potential by keeping me grounded. They're always praying for me, and I think that God does help get me through the tough times. I would like to be remembered as somebody who was able to take the words of caring, love, service, and put them into action, and that I was able to be a good friend, a good mentor, a good teacher, a good daughter, sister, wife, and that I was hopefully instrumental in somebody's life.